that's so interesting that they don't want to have the Thresh counter picked, even though they had picked it blind previously, and then Lulu was the counter pick that TSM had brought out.
Makes her a scary Rengar, that's for sure. Getting those Karma Shields and the speed up to get into the game. Great composition here coming from TSM. Golden Glue have always liked the Orianna play he's been able to bring to the table. And they may be able to lock those shockwaves up with an arrow or a depth charge to come in. So compositions definitely look sound. We'll see how it goes coming into game 3 here. It's really been kind of even with a slight factor in TSM's favor in CS, but we see that the game early is even, map-wise, macro-wise. It's hard to tell how this is going to go.
Oh yeah, it depends on where the junglers put their attention. Svenskeren now has priority in the jungle with his pick over Reignover, unless Reignover gets about a level or 2 ahead, which is difficult to do because Rengar farms so quickly. You'd want to pay attention to this mid lane and this bottom lane and try to get an advantage there, because the top lane advantages usually become a wash. It's really on these carries that matters.
Sometimes you can thread a minion in front of yourself, dodge it nice and easy if you're not standing behind a pile. But also, the level 6 here seems to be a bit stronger from Team Liquid, and it looks like Reignover is going to give a buff to that bottom lane.
Arrow?
There's the arrow. They feel the strength. Shield goes down. The heal as well comes through. Turtle, one more attack goes down. Double TP from the top side. Finished first by Haunter, but Lorlo is goal side to his team, if you will, and throws out the anchor toss. There's the depth charge, and neither are going to connect enough for the engage for Team Liquid here, but looks like they're going to pressure this turret. Nice.
They're going to try to pressure the turret. Here comes Bjergsen, who, doesn't have too many items just yet, sitting on a lot of gold, but he'll have the wave clear. He'll have the ability to actually potentially turn this around.
Yeah, they haven't gotten many shots on it.
Yeah, so
Piglet's kind of been on the backside, hitting champions, farming the last few minions in this situation. It's going to be teleports to save this turret, though. There's not much to be had there.
Yeah.
They hear the roar.
Orianna.
Svenskeren just on the outside of this play. Reignover throwing down the ultimate.
So Orianna wasn't there. Orianna was still in the mid lane. Bjergsen would have had the advantage to just get in that fight and make it favorable for TSM.
So a little dragon control going into TSM's favor. This is just after they drop the mid lane turret.
Keeping 2 people occupied. Quite good, because now you get to shove up top. You get to put your Rengar up there, and there we go!
Very quick on the lantern and the click.
Yeah, because you saw the Kha'Zix in the mid lane, you know that you have at least a small advantage for a small window of time, but that's turret damage up top.
Only at half. Hook around. Oh, he gets the outside box of Frost. It's going to put him in a bit of damage, but Turtle's trying to grab the outside as well to put damage on his back line. Arrow coming forward. Oh, Turtle walked into it. The shell's down, though. He's nice and tanky. That's going to be Svenskeren jumping in. Not a lot of health between these 3 members, and they are going to limp away from the fight doing what they can. The turret will finally go down, but TSM in and out with the aggression. Back. It's a push by
them towards more members
in the mid lane. That's always a bad feeling, but sometimes it happens. You try to get the play to safety, and you get the play that makes yourself go down. Matt gets hit up. TSM has been chomping at the bit to find one of those kills. They even took down top turret with TL getting away. They finally drop a member. That'll open up the map a little bit more for wards, and as we see, the Dragon. First one of his spring season now is able to keep the rest of the team at bay, and it's just Matt and Piglet. Hooks to deter them, volleys to try and back them off, and TSM isn't having any of it, and they take down another second tier.
Yeah, it's such a scary composition with the Azir and the Varus. There's so much poke, and then you have the Karma for the disengage, for the speed up, and also contributing to the poke as well. Not to mention, if you try to engage, like, you have a Kha'Zix try to jump in on Azir. It's so hard to reach him. He has the Emperor's Divide to push you back. Yeah. The Maokai has the peel. Right now, looks like they have control, and they're going to Blast Cone in. They get spotted, but they don't care. They're going to start it up.
Quick scrying orb. Bjergsen's going to be able to help crush this down. Haunter in the front to tank Baron. Lorlo gets the shield. It doesn't look like they want in. TSM peels off the Baron. It's going to be Lorlo and Haunter in the front, just how it should be. Lorlo's pulled to the back, and Haunter wants the back line just as much. Svenskeren, Piglet, flash. What a flash to get out of that one safely. Svenskeren now choosing a target. It doesn't seem like TSM can get on the target they want. Kha'Zix goes in. That's going to be Reignover going right back out. Svenskeren now the focus with Haunter in the front, still trying to get the Vengeful Maelstrom to deny the damage from Team Liquid. 1 for 1 in that scrappy fight. And TL is limping away. Line to safety.
What am I saying? He's caught. Ah, it is a tank. You can make those mistakes in fact, sometimes they're good because you pull a lot of people to you and your team gets to make a play on the other side of the map. But this game, Svenskeren doesn't have the CC removal.
Wow, very far ahead. Not even any lane wards here for TSM. Uncharacteristic to approach the situation with nothing on either shoulder for vision. And they keep coming in. Yeah, they'll take Haunter in that hook. Nobody can approach through the box. That's instantly. Haunter going down. Bjergsen found with the dredge line. Emperor's divide back as they're going to go for Lorlo now. That GA has to be popped. This is TSM finding their assessment in the fight to say, we can go back in. And Liquid says, all right, that's enough. 1 for 1.
Man, I did not miss Azir in professional play, I will tell you that, because he is so annoying. If you don't have the right composition to deal with him, he just becomes a monster.
Vision, you can tell the pace they want to set this.
That's a flank. He's actually flanking from the right side here onto Rainover, but Matt is caught again.
Quick takedown. This is one of the first times we don't see a trade for kills. Opposition on the map, numbers up for TSM. Where do they go after the Elder? They're looking at this with 2. An Ocean and a Mountain underneath.
They got everything they need right now. They have Baron buff, they have the Elder Dragon. It's been a slow game, but they're hitting those gigantic power spikes that just become so ridiculous to deal with, and you have to have drafted for it.
It's been on TSM as well to make sure those roams for him are found, being in the right position and having the wards over TL to get those single picks. Turret takes half HP, and finally Team Liquid sort of fight back a little. Nice double hit there. Just about 1,000 damage across both of them.
They're just taking so much damage from the poke, from the Varus, and from the Azir. And now they just have to look, they just slowly seed their base. Oh, Edge of Night wore off. What?
Jump in from Rainover. He actually gets a hit. I was saying Rainover couldn't actually get anybody to go down. The backline is getting hit by Svenskeren and Haunter. Sven has to come out. They're focusing on the inhibitor, and they're letting the team know that as Biofrost and Bjergsen are backing up even more to know they can't get in. One last hit, inhibitor saved. Oh, he comes up from TA.
No, he wants
the bop. Svenskeren in. The tether hits. No resolve coming in there. Yes. The GA is popped. I didn't see that Bjergsen was going to be in range for the soldiers. That's something else that has really come into play this game. Lorlo has been getting to the back line well, but now Bjergsen's soldiers can get to the front line always, as we've been seeing the mid laners do in this game. Looks like Rainover going to go down. They're using their GAs all willy-nilly as Rainover comes back up. Is it enough time to get Lorlo back into here to prevent Biofrost a full escape? They're still running this one out. A dissonance coming in from Golden Glue. Emperor's Divide shuts it off, and the shot.
Oh, the arrow on Bjergsen
gets hit. Is this the turnaround? They've been waiting for it, but what can they get off it? 35 seconds on the Baron, 40 to 60 seconds on the death timers. There could be a chance as Biofrost stutter steps himself to safety.
Oh man, that was so back and forth. And TL down 8,000 gold are able to hold on just barely there. And their base, it's an absolute shambles.
They're not working with much. This is a wet cardboard box here. It's drying off. Actually, the side just fell off of the box, but it's drying off.
They do end up getting him with the arrow. And now TSM are the ones who are on the Baron. The base is now just slowly coming back up for TL, though.
Well, these are long fights. You know the replays are as long as the death timers when they're near 50, 60 seconds. These are some end game fights going on right now between TSM and TL. It's what we've got out of the past few games. It's just there aren't 40 kills now when we're approaching 40 minutes. Much more tempered in the sense that both teams playing to not lose here. But now they obviously have to put the pedal to the metal, heading towards the top side as the inhibitors start to spawn. It'll be mid and top to go for.
And looking for another play here. Wild Turtle.
They want to get these minions?
Edge of
No,
Night
they'll leave
more
them.
off.
And that bot minions will push by themselves. Rainover taking a good bit of damage. Definitely needs to reset on his mana, so he's going to head back to the fountain. Obviously, the home guards will get him back quite quick, but it's not quick enough to stop that from happening.
They're actually not going to go for that top inhib just
They already have the middle one.
Turret.
Yeah, why not?
Arrow?
They have the minions right there. Double siege on this wave coming in. Rainover's the first one in, trying to just tank up everything. They're killing him. They don't have to focus on Lorlo. He's not doing too much to the team. Going right through. Golden Glue goes down. Now Emperor's Divide back as they're trying to get to the fountain, but it's just blocked off. And TSM owns all of this zone in a really hard-fought series from both teams. TSM takes down TL 2-1.